Hi, this video deals with the subject of how to reduce fight or flight stress symptoms. If you want more advice on how to combat chronic stress, I've put together an ebook full of useful tips, so please click the link in the description for this video to check it out.
The physical symptoms of anxiety are caused by the brain sending messages to parts of the body to prepare for the fight or flight response. The heart, lungs, and other parts of the body work faster. The brain also releases stress hormones, including adrenaline. Common indicators of excessive anxiety include diarrhea, dry mouth, rapid heartbeat or palpitations, insomnia, irritability or anger, inability to concentrate, fear of being crazy, feeling unreal or not in control of your actions, which is called depersonalization. Anxiety can be brought on in many ways. Obviously, the presence of stress in your life can make you have anxious thoughts. Many people who suffer from anxiety disorders occupy their minds with excessive worry. This can be worry about anything from health matters to job problems to world issues. Certain drugs, both recreational and medicinal, can also lead to symptoms of anxiety due to either side effects or withdrawal from the drug. Such drugs include caffeine, alcohol, nicotine, cold remedies, and decongestants, bronchodilators for asthma, tricyclic antidepressants, cocaine, amphetamines, diet pills, ADHD medications, and thyroid medications. A poor diet can also contribute to stress or anxiety. For example, low levels of vitamin B12. Performance anxiety is related to specific situations like taking a test or making a presentation in public. Post-traumatic stress disorder is a stress disorder that develops after a traumatic event like war, physical or sexual assault, or natural disaster. In very rare cases, a tumor or the adrenal gland may be the cause of anxiety. This happens because of an overproduction of hormones responsible for the feelings and symptoms of anxiety. While anxiety may seem a bit scary, what's even scarier is that excessive anxiety and stress can lead to depression. Suffering from depression can be a lifelong struggle, but the good news is that all of us can manage it. So let's take a few little quizzes to see if you are suffering from too much stress, excessive anxiety, or depression. Quiz time. Before you begin here, you need to know that we are not medical professionals. This information has come from reliable sources and isn't meant to be a complete diagnostic tool in any way. These quizzes are simple guidelines to help you recognize any problems that you may be having to effectively deal with those problems. Because depression can be the most serious of our topics, let's start by seeing if you may be depressed. Keep in mind that everyone has his or her blue days. The thing that separates clinical depression from simple melancholy is that the symptoms occur over a long period of time. They don't come and go. They stay around for a while and can affect your life adversely. Ask yourself the following questions. Answer yes if you've been feeling this way consistently over a period of 2 weeks. Do you find yourself constantly sad? Number 2, are you unmotivated to do things like take a shower, clean up the house, or make dinner? Number 3, do people tell you you're overly irritable? Number 4, do you have trouble concentrating? Number 5, are you feeling isolated from family and friends even when they're around you? Number 6, have you lost interest in your favorite activities? Number 7, do you feel hopeless, worthless, or guilty for no reason at all? Number 8, are you always tired or have trouble sleeping? Number 9, has your weight fluctuated significantly? If you can answer yes to 5 or more of those questions, you could be suffering from clinical depression. It's most important for you to seek out the help of medical professionals, whether it's a doctor or a therapist. There are many medications out there that can help you with depression. I always tried to deny my own depression, but once I began taking an antidepressant, I couldn't believe what a difference that one pill a day made. It gave me freedom from the black hole I had fallen into and helped me enjoy life again. If you think you're depressed, act now. You deserve to be happy. Let's see if stress and anxiety are taking over in your life. Ask yourself the following. Do you worry constantly and talk to yourself negatively? Do you have difficulty concentrating? Do you get mad and react easily? Do you have recurring neck pain or headaches? Do you grind your teeth? Do you frequently feel overwhelmed, anxious, or depressed? Do you feel your stress with unhealthy habits such as eating or drinking excessively, smoking, arguing, or avoiding yourself and life in other ways? Do small pleasures fail to satisfy you? Do you experience flashes of anger or over minor problems? If you can answer yes to most of these questions, then you have excessive stress in your life. The good news is that you've bought this book and you'll learn the many valuable techniques that you can use to eliminate stress. But we'll get back to this in a minute. Let's move on to anxiety. Number 1, do you experience shortness of breath, heart palpitations, or shaking while at rest? Number 2, do you have fear of losing control or going crazy? Number 3, do you avoid social situations because of fear? Number 4, do you have fears of specific objects? Number 5, do you fear that you will be in a place or a situation from which you cannot escape? Number 6, do you feel afraid of leaving your home? Number 7, do you have recurring thoughts or images that refuse to go away? Number 8, do you feel compelled to perform certain activities repeatedly? Number 9, do you persistently relive an upsetting event from the past? Answering yes to more than 4 of these questions can indicate an anxiety disorder. Suffering from depression, too much stress, or excessive anxiety can endanger your overall health, and it's time to take steps to overcome this now. Stress and anxiety affects many factors in our body, not only our mental state. Cancer and other deadly diseases are related to stress and anxiety because of the changes in the chemical composition of our body. Don't be a victim of stress and anxiety. Discipline, a proper schedule, and knowing your limitations will help. Learn your limitations and stick to it. Do not overexert yourself. Just try to go over the border an inch at a time. You can lead a productive, successful, and fulfilling life and career without endangering your health. Living with anxiety will slowly kill you while driving your friends and family away. Stress and anxiety can lead to panic attacks, which can be a serious situation. Now let's explore that subject a little bit more. Panic attacks. One of the unfortunate outcomes from suffering from excessive stress and anxiety is a physical reaction of your body to the situation. It's like your body is telling you that you need to rest but for a moment, except when you're having a panic attack. It's anything but restful. I had my first panic attack while my husband and I were driving home from a football game. We were about 30 miles from our home when I began to feel a bit off. I was having trouble breathing, and my body felt disconnected, and my heart was beating at what seemed to be a speed like 90 miles an hour. I pulled the van off to the side of the highway and got out hoping to walk it off, but it didn't work. No matter what I tried, I couldn't catch my breath. I felt like I was dying. I remember saying over and over again, "Please, not now, I'm not ready." It was horrifying. The good news, I wasn't dying, but that night was the beginning of a terrible journey for me. Stress had taken over my life and was now affecting my entire body. Since then, I've had many panic attacks, and I've learned how to recognize that one is coming and how to control it. So let's look at the signs of an impending panic attack. Palpitations, a pounding heart or an accelerated heart rate, sweating, trembling or shaking, shortness of breath, a choking sensation, chest pain or discomfort, nausea or stomach cramps, derealization, fear of losing control or going crazy, the fear of dying, a numbness or a tingling sensation in your face and limbs, and chills or hot flashes. You would be surprised at how many people go to the hospital emergency room completely sure they're having a heart attack, only to find out that it's a panic attack. They're that intense. It's very difficult for your loved ones to imagine or even understand what you're going through when you have a panic attack. They may lose patience with you, tell you to get over it, or think you're faking. It may help if you show them the following scenario. If you're standing in line at the grocery store, it's been a long wait, but there's only one customer to go before you make it to the cashier. Wait, what was that? An unpleasant feeling forms in your throat. Your chest feels tighter. Now suddenly a shortness of breath happens, and what do you know? Your heart skips a beat. Please, God, not here. You make a quick scan of the territory. Is it threatening? 4 unfriendly faces are behind you, and 1 person is in front of you. Pins and needles seem to prick you through your left arm. You feel slightly dizzy, and then the explosion of fear as you dread the worst. You're about to have a panic attack. There's no doubt in your mind that this is going to happen and it's going to be a big one. Okay, time for you to focus. You know how to deal with this. At least you hope you do. Start breathing deeply, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Think relaxing thoughts, and again, while breathing in, think relax, and then breathe out. But it doesn't seem to be having any positive effect. In fact, just concentrating on breathing is making you feel self-conscious and more uptight. Maybe you need to just try and relax your muscles. Tense both shoulders, hold for 10 seconds, then release. Try it again. Nope, still no difference. The anxiety is getting worse, and the very fact that you are not being able to cope using the techniques worsens your panic. If only you're with a family member or a close friend, then you could feel more confident in dealing with the situation. The adrenaline is pumping through your system. Your body is tingling with uncomfortable sensations. You feel like you're losing complete control of your emotions. No one around you has any idea of the sheer terror that you're experiencing. For them, it's just another regular day and another frustratingly slow line at the grocery store.
Thanks for listening. As I said earlier, if you want more advice on how to combat chronic stress, my ebook is crammed full of useful tips, so please click the link in the description for this video to check it out.